Hello, my name is Tara Jenkins, and I am the founder of Harmony in Dementia. I wanted to talk to you today about how I incorporate a multisensory approach for both my group and individual music therapy services. And, for me, it's a huge component of what I do day in and day out as a music therapist working with older adults. There are so many ways that we as individuals can provide positive sensory stimulation for older adults. And so I wanted to share a few examples of how I use our different senses throughout my work when working with individuals. So first, I want to focus on auditory stimulation. So with auditory stimulation, I'm bringing in lots of different instruments. I'm singing and playing both live and recorded music so we can hear those different sounds, the different rhythms, and engage in those together. Tactile stimulation. That's another really big one for me. I incorporate tactile stimulation by using those instruments. So, we're listening to them auditorily, and then I'm bringing them in so each individual can try them. So handheld percussion instruments, I'll pass around my guitar. An auto harp is another great stringed instrument to use. I utilize the handbells, body percussion, so many different ways to incorporate tactile stimulation. Next up is visual stimulation. And so one of the best ways I've found to focus on visual stimulation is with pictures. So I may bring in a picture if we're talking about vacation or maybe being by the ocean or the beach. I may bring in some pictures to represent that. If we're talking about Elvis, I like showing pictures throughout his life. So when he was just getting started with Love Me Tender and Jailhouse Rock, and then later on when he's performing his famous concerts in Hawaii. Next up is cognitive stimulation. This is another big one that I incorporate throughout my sessions. And a lot of times with cognitive stimulation, I'm focusing on emotion and memory. And a lot of times I do this with reminiscence. So, those connections we have to the music, the feelings, the thoughts, the emotions that might come up when we hear a particular song or talk about a particular time in our lives. And I also like to share facts and history about the music and the performers that we talk about along the way. And then lastly, the fifth sense that I incorporate from time to time is the olfactory sense. And so for this one, I always say I do this with permission. There are some folks out there who are sensitive when it comes to smell. I've been in communities that are scent free. So this is one that, I wouldn't just bring it in without getting the okay from the folks that I'm sharing with along the way. And so that's using essential oils. So I've used peppermint and orange in the past for focus and to help energize. And then I've also incorporated lavender to help assist with relaxation. These are some of the many examples of how I use a multisensory approach during my music therapy services. If you're interested in learning how this approach might benefit those you care for, please reach out. I'm here to help.